Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. You join me sat on the loo at the storage yard in the caravan, and we've got a problem in the bathroom. Our tap over the sink has decided to crack and it's starting to weep slightly. So today we're going to be replacing the tap and I'm going to show you how to do it. But first of all, let's just hear from the sponsors of this video.
Falcon Technology proudly sponsors Lost Weekends Caravan. Falcon are the market leaders in motorhome, caravan, and camping technology. For more information regarding Falcon's leisure tech products and tech installations, click the Falcon Technology link in the description below. Life made easy by Falcon.
So we need to get a few tools out. So I'm going to show you the tools I'm going to be using. It's an awkward one, this, because this sink is really tight and there's not a lot of room for your hands or tools, but we'll bear with us and we'll get through it together. So let's look at the tools. So here are our tools, very basic. We've got a set of mole grips and we've got a crosshead screwdriver. Now the problem we've got is this is 1.5 inches across and I don't have any tools wide enough in my toolbox for it apart from a set of mole grips. You may have some more better plumbing tools than me, but yeah, every single tool I've got, none of them fit. So let's take a look at the new tap. So here is the replacement tap. It's the short spout version, the 5E Vector S, and it was £129, which is a lot of money. But we have to have it replaced. We don't want a leaky tap. Now with this, it's got a washer that you actually leave in situ, which sits on the top of the sink. So just push that up there out the way. And then we have our nut, and that's 1.5 inches wide, like I said. I wish I had the tools for this, but unfortunately I'm going to have to use a set of mole grips. We also have fitted to it already a set of hot and cold pipes. And this cable that's wrapped around this pipe here, that is actually for the micro switch, should your version of the Caravan require a micro switch. Mine doesn't, so we're going to be leaving that off. And that is simply the Vector S tap. So let me show you now how we're going to pull the old one apart so that we can get this replaced. Now, like at home, you want to make sure you've isolated your water. So what I always do is make sure my drain valve for the main tank in the cistern is actually upright. Now, after doing the drain down valve, I go to all my taps, open them up, hot and cold, and make sure that there's no residual water left. Once I've done that, I know that I'm happy that the system's drained down enough so that I can tackle removing the pipes. So in order to remove the actual pipes, what we need to do first of all is remove this clip with a crosshead screwdriver. We may also have to remove this drain pipe as well because it looks like it's going to get in the way. The actual pipe for the tap, if you follow it down from the top, is this one nearest to us in my case, and behind it is going to be the hot tap pipe as well. Now, unfortunately, we can't remove this shelf, which would be really good because in their infinite wisdom, they've stapled it down. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to work with the space we've got. Now, what I recommend before we take the 1.5 inch nut that retains the tap off the sink is we disconnect the pipes. Now, to do that with these push fits, on these particular ones, you push down on that ring there where my actual screwdriver is pointing to, and with your other hand, you pull up the pipe and it comes free. I know this might seem awkward, but that's the way they actually work. So first of all, I'm going to remove this clip and also this pipe as well, so it gives us a bit more access to the actual pipes that we want to remove from the push fit. So out with the old. I won't tell lies, that was really difficult to get off that screw thread. Somebody really over tightened it, but it's off now. Let's get the new one in. Now I'm going to set it slightly off when I fit this because I always bang my head when I'm washing my face. So I'm going to move it over a little bit. Okay, so side by side we have the original and we have our replacement, and it doesn't take much brains to realise that the new one is a little bit shorter in pipes. So what we're going to have to do is extend the existing pipes we've got inside the Caravan. So to do that, I've been out and I've purchased some of this. This is the 12mm hard hot and cold plastic piping, and this runs throughout your Caravan. Now, I bought 2 half-metre lengths from a local caravan dealers, and it cost me £1.65, which is probably the cheapest thing I've ever bought from a dealership. So yeah, quite pleased, and we're going to be fitting that. So let's go back to the bathroom and I'll show you how we're going to do that. So here we have the actual connections and our taps coming down after we've fitted it. Now what I have to do now is trim these down to the same height as these so that these will fit in. And I've removed the pipes from below, which I'll show you in a moment, and we're going to put fresh ones in that I've just purchased. So let's do that now. So in order to cut them, I've got this PVC pipe cutter which I had from home. If you don't have one of these, you can use a craft knife, but remember to remove any sharp edges and make sure it's a true straight cut so that they fit into the push fits a lot more snugly. So I'll just remove these pipes now from the couplers. To do that, you push down on this section here like that, and same with this one. This one's a bit fiddly. There we go. So you can see that we've got to cut our pipes about here. So that's what we're going to do now. That's one. And this one I'm going to leave slightly longer than the other because they were in the same case anyway. So we've cut them down. So taking our couplers, what we're going to do now is we're going to locate our hot water, push in, like so, and the same with the pipe from the shower. Push that one in as well. There we go. There's both our pipes reconnected. So just here and at the floor level of the Caravan are the 2 incoming pipes, hot and cold, for feeding into the pipes above where the taps are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my new pipe in and we're going to fit that now. So now we've fitted the push fit pipes in here from the main feed and up to our couplers, and we've got quite a nice neat finish now. What I need to do is add the drain now for the sink. So now we've put the cover back at the base of the sink cupboard and everything is looking nice and neat. All we need to do now is test it to make sure we have no leaks. The proof of any plumbing job is you've got to test it. So I've filled up the aqua roll and drawn the water through the system. We'll check the hot first. Should have a nice strong flow. And now we'll check the cold. And again, a nice strong flow. Really happy with that. Make sure you check the pipes, make sure there's no leaks at all, and it's good to go. After that, you can sleep well knowing that you've replaced your tap. Well folks, that's how I replaced the Vector bathroom tap in the Caravan. Now, I'm sure some of you were wondering, well, why did you go and buy that extra pipe when you could have just removed these ones and used these instead? And the simple answer is these are 7 years old, and I thought it'd be best to keep the current ones as they are in the new tap. And for £1.65 and what, an extra 5 minutes work, it was really worth it in my opinion. I'd like to thank Falcon Technology for sponsoring this video. There'll be a link to their website below where you can check out their wonderful tech that they've got on offer for your caravan, motorhome or camper van. I'd also like to thank yourselves for dropping by. I do hope you'll join us again real soon, but in the meantime, bye for now.